Without wasting time, we already start the video with Dragon Age: The Veilguard, the next title in the famous RPG series developed by BioWare and published by Electronic Arts. The game promises to bring a rich and engaging experience. The game will introduce 7 new playable companions, offering players various options for interaction and strategy. Players can expect detailed character creation and dynamic combat, which are trademarks of the series. The game features an open world, allowing players to freely explore vast landscapes, vibrant cities, dark dungeons, and secret locations. Next on the list is Clair Obscur Expedition 33, a turn-based RPG being developed by Sandfall Interactive, a studio formed by former Ubisoft members. The game is set in a world inspired by the Belle Époque of France, where players lead the members of Expedition 33 on a mission to destroy an entity known as Artifice, who has the ability to paint death. The narrative combines elements of fantasy with a historical context, offering a rich and engaging experience. Clair Obscur Expedition 33 features gameplay that blends turn-based RPG mechanics with real-time elements, allowing for a unique combat dynamic.
She'll be fine.
From the look of it, that must be this region's apex predator. Guild permission granted.
Monster Hunter Wilds is the next major title in the famous Monster Hunter franchise developed by Capcom. This game is a continuation of Monster Hunter World, which was a great success in recent years. With cutting-edge graphics and a vast open world, the game promises to be the most ambitious in the franchise to date. The game features an extensive and unforgiving open world, filled with diverse ecosystems and gigantic creatures. Players will be able to experience hunting like never before, with enhanced mechanics and an even greater sense of immersion. Soulframe is the latest project from Digital Extremes, the same developer behind the famous game Warframe. The game promises to be a fantasy adventure in an open world, focusing on a combat style that, while influenced by the Souls-like genre, is not limited to it. The game stands out for its open world, allowing players to explore vast landscapes and detailed environments. Combat will be predominantly melee, with an emphasis on mechanics that encourage exploration and interaction with the environment.
Well, we feel there is room to develop the experience further by telling new stories from the colony.
Gothic Remake is a reimagining of the classic RPG game originally released in 2001. The game is set in the world of Khazan, a land rich in history and full of dangers. The open world will allow players to freely explore different regions, such as dense forests, mountains, and cities, interacting with NPCs and completing missions in a non-linear fashion. The setting will be more detailed, with a focus on creating an immersive atmosphere that captures the essence of the original game, but with significant improvements in terms of design and gameplay.
Remake will soon rekindle that love. Whether you've been a loyal fan for years or are just looking for a true RPG experience, welcome back to the colony.
Neverness to Everness combines elements of RPG and action, allowing players to customize their characters and choose between different classes and abilities. The combat system is dynamic, with a mix of melee attacks, magic, and special abilities that can be combined to create unique strategies during battles. As a true open-world game, Neverness to Everness lets players freely explore the environment, complete main and side quests, interact with NPCs, and discover hidden treasures. The world is designed to be dynamic, with events that can change depending on players' actions, making each experience unique. The first Berserker, Khazan, is a game that has generated much anticipation among fans of open-world games and action RPGs. Khazan offers a vast open world, full of diverse landscapes, from dense forests and imposing mountains to vibrant cities and ancient ruins. Players can freely explore, discover hidden secrets, and interact with a variety of NPCs who have their own stories and missions. The combat system is a highlight of the game, promising to be dynamic and fluid. Players can customize their abilities and fighting styles, harnessing the Berserker's fury to unleash devastating attacks. Chrono Odyssey is a highly anticipated MMORPG developed by Npixel and published by Kakao Games. The game promises an immersive experience in a rich and detailed open world, using the powerful Unreal Engine 5 to create stunning visuals. One of the most innovative aspects of the game is its combat system, which involves time manipulation, offering a unique and strategic fighting experience. With diverse landscapes ranging from ancient forests to arid deserts, the world of Chrono Odyssey provides a variety of environments for players to explore.
I see.
I think we have a favor to do there.
Metaphor ReFantazio is an action RPG in development by Atlus, the same company behind the acclaimed Persona series. The combat system of Metaphor ReFantazio is turn-based, but with a strategic touch that allows the player to creatively use their magical powers. The protagonist can learn new spells, abilities, and techniques, and customize their fighting style according to their own gameplay style. The game features a large cast of characters, each with their own story and personality. The protagonist can form deep bonds with their companions.
Are you prepared?
And that's that! Victory's ours!
Echoes of Elysium is an aerial survival and exploration RPG set in the procedural world of Elysium. The landscapes of Elysium consist of imposing clockwork structures, forgotten ruins, and stunning landscapes. The world is procedurally generated, meaning each player will have a unique experience. In Echoes of Elysium, players take on the role of Heron, an explorer seeking to unravel the dark annals of Elysium's past. Players can explore the world by building and piloting their own aircraft. They can customize their aircraft, adding weapons, engines, and other upgrades. GreedFall 2, The Dying World, is the highly anticipated sequel to the critically acclaimed action RPG. The new title promises to take players on a new adventure in an even more expansive and engaging open world. The story takes place 3 years before the events of the first game, and this time, players take on the role of a native of Tir Frady, forced to leave their homeland and travel to the war-torn and disease-ridden continent of Khazan. Players can freely explore the open world, interact with characters, uncover secrets, and complete missions. Kingdom Come: Deliverance 2 is the sequel to the acclaimed action RPG set in medieval Europe. The game promises a giant open world, twice the size of the original. Players can experience the adventure from the perspective of the young Henry, embarking on an epic journey to explore a vast world full of details and interactions. Warhorse Studios developers are working to expand the experience of the first game, bringing new mechanics and a deeper narrative. Expectations are high, especially considering the success of the first title and the promise of an even richer and more dynamic world. Far Horizon is an action-adventure RPG set in the depths of space. The game features an open world filled with floating islands, breathtaking views, and alien creatures. Players will have the opportunity to embark on an epic exploration adventure where they can use their ingenuity and survival skills. Players can loot and craft items to shape their destiny among the stars. The gameplay mechanics promise a rich experience, allowing players to interact with the environment in diverse and creative ways. If you're looking forward to a space exploration experience with RPG elements, Far Horizon seems like a great addition to the genre.
Make a good impression on your boss. Don't do anything that I wouldn't do. And when you're making money, make sure you don't spend it too soon. Fuck that, I'll do what I wanna do. I got a different path from everyone, and that includes you. Who are you to tell me how to live life? In these times, it feels like nobody's right, yeah. So I'ma figure out what else we succeed, and then invest all of my time into that and proceed.
Ashfall is a game that promises to take players to a post-apocalyptic world rich in detail and full of dangers. The promise of a vast open world full of possibilities has generated great anticipation among fans of RPG and action games. The game is set in a world devastated by a global cataclysm, where players have the freedom to explore various regions, each with its own characteristics and challenges. Ashfall is expected to feature different factions, each with its own ideologies and objectives. Players can choose to ally with a faction or become mercenaries, influencing the course of the story. Lastly, we have Ballad of Antara, an open-world action RPG that promises to take players on an epic adventure full of mysteries. Developed by the Chinese studio Tipsworks, the game combines elements of dark fantasy with stunning visuals, creating a unique and engaging universe. One of the highlights of Ballad of Antara is its expansive open world, inviting players to explore every corner and uncover its secrets. Ballad of Antara offers a dynamic and customizable combat system, allowing players to choose between different character classes and abilities. This concludes my list, and now I'd like to hear yours. Warm regards, and until next time.